Georgia officials to stop poultry sales across the state. It's the first commercial case in the state and on a flock in East Georgia.
Welcome. I am Dena, and you are tuned into another discussion with Dena. Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harp said on Friday in a statement that for the first time since the ongoing nationwide outbreak began in 2022, HPAI has been confirmed in a commercial poultry operation in the state of Georgia. All poultry exhibitions, shows, swap meets, and sales in Georgia have been suspended until further notice. Elbert County, Georgia producers noticed signs of the avian influenza. They noticed it in their flock on last Wednesday, and they were exhibiting symptoms of the flu. Samples were collected and sent to the Georgia Poultry Lab Network for testing. The lab concluded it was indeed positive. And on Thursday, that test result was confirmed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Also, all commercial poultry operations within a 6-mile radius of this confirmation were placed under quarantine, and they will have to undergo surveillance testing for at least 2 weeks. Now, this is a serious threat to Georgia and its poultry industry. This is one of the top commodities in 2023. It valued at $5.8 billion, representing 1/3 of Georgia's total agricultural commodities. Now, as I've said, the positive bird flu case in Elbert County was confirmed by the Georgia Department of Agriculture as well as the U.S. Department of Agriculture, marking the first time bird flu has been confirmed in a commercial poultry operation in Georgia since the nationwide outbreak began back in 2022, and this is the 5th time the virus has been detected within the state. The Georgia Agriculture Department's emergency management and response team were also deployed to the operation on Friday for depopulation, cleaning, disinfecting, and disposal. This is according to their news release. Now, over the weekend, the teams are expected to continue their work at the site. And at that site was approximately 45,000 broiler breeders. And these birds, the virus was detected. The positive case came about a week after the virus was detected in a backyard flock in Clayton County. This is according to the state's Agriculture Department. It also comes nearly 2 weeks after the nation's first human death from bird flu was reported in Louisiana. An increasing number of bird flu cases among commercial and wild flocks have been confirmed nationwide, with 94 confirmed in the last month. Wow, this is according to the USDA. Of those, half were commercial flocks, while the other half were said to be backyard flocks. Now, there were 11.16 million birds affected, the department said. The number of flocks with bird flu in the U.S. nearly doubled in December as compared to the month before it. This again is according to the USDA. 122 commercial and backyard flocks tested positive, up from 62 in November. Already 44 flocks have been confirmed so far this January. After the nationwide outbreak began in January 2022, the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, that is the APHIS, they confirmed bird flu in a commercial flock in February of 2022, marking the first detection in commercial poultry since 2020. There is indeed as well an outbreak of bird flu among dairy cattle. There has been 67 human bird flu cases in the U.S. since April 2024. Again, this is according to the CDC prevention. In nearly all human cases, the patients have been exposed to infected animals, And they say that the risk for the general public to bird flu is said to be low. That these people that were infected, these people kept chickens and other birds in their backyards. And if you have these birds that you keep in your backyards, they're saying that you need to be cautious. As any workers or dairy, poultry farm workers, this is what health officials are telling everyone. The H5N1 strain of a highly pathogenic avian influenza is said to be widespread in wild birds and is causing outbreaks in poultry and dairy cows. According again to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, like I said, there's been 67 confirmed cases in people, and they were said to be basically from direct contact with either cattle or poultry. Now, this is very important information. It can be beneficial to those that are seeking it, and it can be used when you are planning your meals for yourself or your family. Now, tell me, what do you think about this information? Will you continue to buy or consume poultry at this point in time? I would like for you to subscribe and leave me your comments on this topic, and join me next time for another discussion with Dena. Ta-ta!
This concludes your daily discussions with Dena. Join us Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.